Good morning. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. I wanted to dive straight in today and talk about something a bit sort of deep and meaningful, or at least I think it is. I hope you do too. And I want to start with a question, okay? And the question is this. If today was your very last day on this earth and you knew it was, and you were lying in your bed waiting for the inevitable to happen, if that was a scenario and the only people you could see around your bedside waiting to say their farewells to you were the people who you could have become had you had the courage to be who you really were. Let me say that again. If the only people around your bedside when it comes to your time to pass off the face of this earth were the people, or perhaps more accurately, the ghosts of the people that you could have become had you had the courage to be who you really are, would that be a good thing? I guess in essence what I'm talking about is regret. The time that we all have on this planet is finite. We all know that, yes? Each of us are born, each of us die. It's what we do in the time in between that counts. And that's the variable. That's the bit that none of us know just how long we've got. But what we do know is that in each and every 24 hours that we're all gifted exactly the same time. 86,400 seconds. During that time, on average, for an adult human, between 60 and 85,000 pieces of information in every one 24-hour period are filtered by this amazing, brilliant brain of ours into the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. And it helps us to figure out what's important and what's not important. But where we fall down is, and I mentioned this yesterday, where we fall down is we get to the point in life where we are living on automatic pilot in a state of what I call automaticity. Things happen. They just happen because they happen, and that's just all the way it's always been, and therefore we have to let it go. I can't do this because, and so on and so forth. The negative self-limiting beliefs and behaviours that we have in this life prevent us oftentimes from, number one, reaching our full potential, and number two, being ultimately the happy, joyful soul that we were born to be. So I say again, if the only people around your bed on the day you pass off this mortal coil were the ghosts of those who you could have become, would that be a good thing? And when I say people, as in I infer that we could have been more than one person, what I mean by that is, physiologically, every 7 years, we become a whole new being. Not one of us, regardless of our age, incidentally, not one of us in this group, whoever's watching this, anybody on the planet, not one single person has the same single cell, in their bodies today that was there the day they were born. Not one. Our human cells are just living balls of energy. Individually, they're all living balls of energy. And like anything with energy, they run out of steam from time to time. And the cells fade away and they're reabsorbed into the body. And the body regenerates until the aging process kicks in. And then we start to see wrinkles and that type of thing, grey hair. But it doesn't have to be like that. The fact that our body regenerates itself means two things. Number one, it's an amazing organism. Number two, there's lots we can do to help it. And nothing more true of that is than when it's anything to do with our mind and our brain. We, not our mind, are in charge of the way we live our lives. We, not our mind, are in charge of the way we think and the way we speak and the way we act. And we, not our minds, are very definitely in charge when it comes to deciding what we believe to be true about ourselves. If you think you can do something, you may well be able to do it. If you think you can do something and believe it with an emotion that leaves you in no doubt, you're far more likely to succeed. So the next question for Thoughtful Thursday is this. What is it that you really want to do with your life, however long you've got left, that you haven't done yet already? And which, if when it comes to your last day on this planet, could possibly be a source of regret. Regret is a very, very generous gift giver. It steals our time for sure, but it always leaves a very generous dollop of regret behind it. My wish for anybody on this world, let alone anybody watching this, is that none of us get to the end of our time here with anything left unsaid, undone, unfinished. If you do nothing else on this Thoughtful Thursday, I want you to think about that, please. Do yourself a favour, make 5-10 minutes and just sit down and really think about how different your life could be, would be, maybe should be, if you had the courage to grasp that nettle and do exactly what it is that you wanted. You may think you don't have the resources. I say it often, there is no such thing as an unresourceful human being. Just a lack of resourcefulness. Anything that's stopping you from from there, there's something stopping you. It's usually a lack of knowledge of some description. In this day and age, that's easily fixed. Ask Alexa, ask Google, ask a friend. Type it in your phone. You will get the answer that you're looking for. And sometimes you just have to think outside that box. That thoughtfulness needs to expand a little bit. Please don't leave any room for regret in your life, my friends. Like, I promise you, it's not worth it. Please don't waste another single second. Remember, every single day, 86,400 seconds. Me, you, the person sat next to you, the person next to you on the train, the lady that's serving you in the shop, the Queen, the leader of the Western world, we all have the exact same amount of time every single day. It's what we do with it that sets us apart from the rest. It's what we do with it that takes us from where we are to where we say we want to be, but we have to believe that we can. I'm going to bobby off because, as ever, I have lots of fish to fry, as it were, and a busy day ahead. But I never, ever take my eye off the ball when it comes to thinking about how my life could be different if I wanted it to be. And I would ask that you do that exact same thing. Be thoughtful, be mindful of where you are in life. And if you need to take a chance and choose to change, find the courage to do it. If you get stuck, give me a shout. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Either way, I'll see you tomorrow for Fearless Friday. Have a great day, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.